So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Aye. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no.
Coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the twitch, watch the twitch.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A gain of 14.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, that one complete. He finds Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check the Pittsburgh. 59. Go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got. 44 is the mic. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check.
To throw is Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You don't know no better. Check it back.
Bridgewater again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a first down throw for Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming at you second.
To throw, Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Ready? Right. Same on. Come on. Check. 3 down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. The open man is Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Watch your slack.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
4 yards on the
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go. Touchdown. Come on.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
first down, Jacksonville.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now it's Newton to Thompson on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to air, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Newton to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. He may try and run for this. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Go! Let's make these...
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
14 more yards.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Anderson's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Check. Walk 54. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he completes it to Westbrook. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Let's go.
And the Jaguars' 1st down.
From the 50, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the 46.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third and 13.
Here you go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. We go to base. 57.
It's been a long day for you.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Set. 50 to play. 61. Match box.
We take a win.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some space here. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing again. Newton. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 10.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And Eifert has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing is Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air again, Newton. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Ajayi. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set, ready. Eight together. Here we go. Joker.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he spins through. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
50 seconds to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
Ready, go.
On 2nd and a yard, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm here all day. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they will take a knee here. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.